Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday, January 21st. I don't know where you are, but in the Memphis, Tennessee area, we are going into now basically a week of snow and ice and bad weather, which is unusual for here. Well, we got all the snow last Sunday and Monday, but it's been so cold it's hung around. Usually when it snows here, it snows and it's here for a day or two, then it's 50 or 60 degrees, it all melts away. It was 3 below Tuesday night. I did manage to go to work Wednesday, which is 80 miles away. Wasn't too terrible. Thursday morning going to work, the interstates were actually getting clear until it started freezing rain, and I was about halfway to work, and so 40 minutes, 45 minutes, almost making regular time. Like I said, the interstates were pretty clear. They had treated them and actually plowed some areas. But the freezing rain came, turned everything to a skating rink. Took me 3.5 hours to get back home. So it's been an adventure. But anyway, so I've had time at home to work on the mining cabinet itself, work on some different things. So what we're going to show today is my ETC nodes. They're still running strong. ETC POW is taking a beating here lately. Let's look at the chart. Let's see, ETC POW. I feel like a POW to it sometimes. It's actually gone up a little bit. Looks like just right now. As you can see, this is the 24-hour chart. It was at 21.7860 yesterday and bottomed out at 20. So this is only about a penny difference. If we go out for the month, down, you'll see a spike. Yeah, this is where it was good to be in and sell when it was up, I think, over 274, 275. Yeah, so we are way down from that. So I'm not sure about the longevity of the project. I've got 8 nodes running. Familiar with the ETCMC node. You can buy a pre-made node box like this, plug and play. Okay, they do have some available, it says. I think the purchasing is slowed way down. You can get a full package with a little monitor or the digital license, which I bought 8 digital licenses. You have to have a license to participate. If you don't have a license and you try to submit a claim, they'll check the license database and they will ban you. You won't get any rewards. For this project, running a node, you're basically validating transactions on the ETC, the Ethereum Classic network. Get paid out in ETC POW. Got another video on how to set this up. It's still going pretty good. I'm not entirely excited about their method of rewards. You have to claim a reward, and then it can take 5 to 10 days to get the reward. And actually, honestly, I don't know if they were prepared for the growth, the amount of people that would jump in and participate so quickly. I think it's a small team. I think they're doing their best, but it is kind of slow to get support and get your payments. So take that in mind. But one thing I found the other day watching videos was a video from Retro Tech Mike. If you haven't,
yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're Mr. White. You have a cool sounding name.
Checked him out. He's another YouTuber. Check him out. I'll link his channel below. Using these resources, so I didn't buy the pre-built nodes. I bought little cheap. I think they're HP EliteDesk. They're little micro form factor. They're about the size of like a 90s or 80s desktop calculator. They use about 15 watts, and specs for running a node is a 4-core, 4 threads, Windows 10 or 11 only, 256 gig SSD, and minimum 8 gigs of RAM. All of these, or I think most of them have 8 gigs of RAM that I bought. They're all i3s. I forget which models, but they're all 4-core, 4 thread. And even with just 8 gigs of RAM, if you look at the dashboard in the nodes, which one's here? See, I'm only using 56% of the RAM and 15% of the CPU. My node's running, it's synced, it's earning. You've got to get to 100 ETC POW before you can claim. So in RetroTech Mike, his video was like, we've got these nodes and all they're doing is running ETCMC. What if we could put something else on and make a little bit extra since you're already running? I'm sure if you're familiar with FileCoin, this is a project called File Station. Basically, you run it on your computer and it rewards you in FileCoin, and it's filestation.app. You can go through here, you can see Basically what you're doing is you're doing test downloads on FileCoin nodes to make sure that the files they are storing are accessible, they work right. So if you go to File Station app, you can check it out. It's only for Windows. So you can download the FileCoin Station and then install it on one of your nodes. Let me open it. So I've installed it on all of my nodes. You can see I've tested 8,700 jobs and I've gotten 0.0213 FileCoin, which is not very much. It's not going to be very much money, but it's basically 0.02143. I'd have to open up all my nodes and see, but I'm guessing they're all about the same. So I have 8 nodes, so let's say it's going to be 0.17. So basically $1, and it's been running about a week. So it's not very much, but I'm making some FileCoin. There are some caveats to this app. One thing you want to do when you install it is go down here and right click on its icon in the taskbar, make it start at login, check for updates. There's no update. Open it back up. When you set it up, it creates a wallet address for you. You can't change the wallet. You can get allegedly your seed phrase. However, when I set up my node boxes, I didn't want to create or use my Microsoft Online account. I didn't want to create them. I didn't want to use them. So I created local accounts. Evidently, the only way you can see the seed phrase is go into your Windows credentials, and evidently you can't see those unless you have a PIN and a password set for an online account. I'm not too worried about that because what I'm going to do is create a FileCoin wallet, and then once these have enough rewards where I can transfer, as soon as they do, I will transfer these to another wallet in MetaMask and get these off of here to somewhere that I can control them. So again, it's a little sketch, but it is what it is. And like I said, it's whatever it earns. I look at it being free because it's not using any more electricity than it is already being on running the ETCMC node. The key is if the bull run comes this year and FileCoin was 552. So if it goes up to $10 or $20, well then it starts to look a little bit better. One other thing for the ETCMC nodes is if you're on Discord, I'll link this below. Here's the server address, but I'll put it in the link to my video. This Discord user has created a bot that tracks your nodes. I forgot what the license is. I'll put that information down below. It's not very expensive. It's a couple of ETC. It's, I think, 1.5 or 2.5 ETC, or it was when I bought it. You pay him, he sends you a key. You have to put the key in. The installation instructions are very simple. It's a simple little app that runs in the background. And basically what it'll tell you is don't have, like I had another app in front of this window so it can see this box. So it seems like it's a pretty simple little app, but it basically gets the total that's up here and relays it back to the Discord server. And then you can set up your notifications so it will notify you if any of your nodes go offline. It'll also notify you if any of your nodes are claimable, have over 100 ETC PAL. If you configure it correctly, it'll notify you when you receive the payment, the claim. So it's a pretty good little app. It's nice because it's nice to know I have all of my ETCMC nodes running in, well, they're running headless, no monitor, no keyboards. They're running with no machine loaded on all of them. Otherwise, I've got to go through here and go into no machine, and you can see all the different nodes and wallets I have set up on VMs. I'll use a no machine, so I have to go through here and find it and go through, click on every one of them, see if they're running, see if they're claimable, see if something's wrong with them. But this app simplifies that, so it was worth paying a little bit for it. The developer, obviously it's a pretty little small project, but he's pretty helpful and pretty responsive. So I'll link this in the video description below. You know, to summarize, ETCMC I think still a good project. It's just a very small team, very slow to get claims, but you can run other small resource projects on the same PCs. Now, obviously, if you've bought a PC with more resources, there's a lot more options you have to run because obviously you don't want to take up all the resources where your ETCMC node will not run. So that's what it's all about, is trying to maximize the investment in the hardware and the electricity and get as much crypto as you can. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you don't mind, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. And stay warm, and I'll see you the next time I post a video. Thank you.